Yeah, it's really a pleasure for me to be here at the Global Fleet Conference 2021, December the 2nd. So really looking forward to the second edition to the Fleet Conference, and hopefully I can provide you some insights in the SAP Fleet. So let me first introduce myself. So my name is Steffen Krautwasser. I'm the head of Global Car Fleet at SAP. And as I've said, I'm really proud to talk to you today about our fleet management here at SAP. What's SAP all about? And maybe you already know that. So SAP is the world's largest provider of enterprise application software. With that, we have more than 440,000 customers in more than 180 countries. SAP has more than 100 employees in over 140 countries. So we can really talk about a big company for sure overall, but as well really a huge and global player in the market. So, but what does this mean for the SAP fleet? So why are we here and what are we doing? So currently SAP holds a fleet of 27,000 vehicles worldwide. The biggest fleet by far is here located in Germany with the fleet size of 17,000 cars. And just as a matter of fact, I have provided you a little bit the evolution of our powertrains, starting in 2016, now coming to 2021 here in Germany. And what you can see here is that we have really a trend. And the trend is really going away from diesel cars, a little bit towards petrol cars, but especially, and we can see this as well in the trending numbers, towards plug-in hybrids and battery electric vehicles. And this is where we really are proud of it, because it's something that we would like to achieve, that our fleet is going into a more sustainable direction. So what are we doing? What are the operations? So of course, we operate our fleet with the management and with the help of our own solutions. But in addition to that, we have as well service providers who help us in certain countries in the operational handling of our fleet. The fleet overall, and now talking a bit about Germany, this is a purchased fleet that we are holding here in Germany. In other countries, in most other countries, we are talking about leasing environments. Purchasing or leasing always depends a little bit on the requirements of the countries, on the setup of the countries. But with a fleet size of this of 17,000, I personally think it was a good decision. Yes, really some years ago to go into that direction. So here in Germany, we have a user chooser approach. This means our users can choose the car they like to have out of 18 manufacturers, and they can pick and choose almost all models out of these 18 manufacturers with a lot of brands and names on it. Yes, and as I already said, we have a big dedication to promote our e-cars, and this is something we would like to bring into our fleet, and therefore we have promotion for e-cars. We are doing a lot to increase our charging infrastructures to our employees, and as well we are subsidizing as well the battery electric vehicles. But why at all is SAP interested in mobility? So why do we have such a big fleet? As SAP is, of course, a software company, like I explained it. And it's not the case that every SAP employee and every vehicle that we are holding in the fleet has the idea of, yes, our employees take it, they are driving to the customers and they do it from a day-to-day basis. No, it's a little bit different. In most of the cases, we are really talking about a benefit fleet for our employees. Of course, and if you do something as a benefit for your employees, it's always you would like to be an attractive employer. And in addition to that, not to forget about that, we would like to keep our employees as well mobile. They should have the possibility to use their car, to use mobility options as well in their daily business, be it in the business for a business reason or for a private reason. Mobility, sustainability, does this fit together? In many cases, I would say the answer is no, not really. But SAP has made a clear commitment. We would like to be carbon neutral in 2023. And 2023, it's only 2 years to go. So we really need to think about what is our piece that we need to provide for SAP to be carbon neutral. But let's go one step back. Yeah. SAP overall has a global environmental policy, which I think many companies now have, but this is really needed to really run our operations at SAP. SAP has as well established an integrated reporting, which includes, of course, financial KPIs, but as well non-financial KPIs. And they are reported in the same way, in the same manner. So this shows already that the focus is really going away from only having financial KPIs in mind, but as well to other non-financial KPIs that are getting more and more relevant in the market. This is, of course, important because it helps us as well in a business operations that we are. We are an administration area to administrate, to manage the fleet of SAP. And of course, our goals are not only financially related, but we have CO2 emission goals. We have other goals that we would like to achieve, and they are already integrated in the integrated reporting. So this means they are going out to our investors, to our stakeholders and shareholders. And this is, of course, important because here we have really a clear commitment from SAP. This is important for us, and we would like to achieve something together. Is this everything? No, it's not everything, because SAP is a big company, but no company is so big that only one company can save the world. So what we would like to do is we would like to support our customers as well with our software solution. And therefore, SAP has developed software solutions like circular economy or an e-mobility solution, to be really precise on the fleet management, that helps our customers on their way to sustainability. So what's next? So what do we want to do? I would say our aim is really to offer sustainable, innovative, and flexible mobility solutions to our employees. That's nice, And if you don't take it too serious, you can say, okay, look here, innovation. Every car is a kind of innovative approach. Is it sustainable? If you compare the cars to some years ago, I would say yes, it's sustainable as well. Is it flexible? To a certain extent, yes. But that's not what we would like to do. We would like to really remind ourselves, so what can we do? What is really needed? And here we can see there is an increasing demand from our employees. They say, look here, car is really a nice benefit, and we are really proud that you are offering us such kind of benefit. But overall, that's not fulfilling our needs. Our need is more to be really flexible, to change the mobility transportation so that we can use maybe as well kind of train or a taxi or public transportation or use sharing providers. So a car is not really flexible overall, and it's not really innovative. Let's do the next step. And what we are saying is, okay, we would like to react on that because there's a demand. And as well, when I go to our sustainability officer, it talks as well about CO2 reduction that we need to do something within our fleet. There are two major answers to this question, and they are, from my perspective, pretty easy. The first answer for that, and we have already established a pilot project for that in Germany. That's called flexible mobility. It's a mobility budget. Where we say, look here, a car is a nice thing, but there should be an alternative. There should be something different. That someone can choose and not only say, okay, I got a benefit, that's a car, but that's not fulfilling my needs, and you do not provide any kind of alternative. It's still a pilot project. We are still testing it. We are still getting experience out of it. But from my point of view, the experience are really great. Does this fit to everyone? No, it does not fit to everyone. Because there are a lot of people for example, living in a rural area where they say, okay, look here, but I have not really access to public transportation and I need a car. Do we stop here? Say, okay, that's something we are focusing? No, we are not. And really, only some weeks ago, we have made a clear announcement and a clear commitment. We said, starting from 2025 onwards, only emission-free cars are allowed here at SAP. So what does this mean, emission-free cars? So I would like to make it pretty easy. At the end, it means, yes, of course, battery electric vehicles will be allowed to be ordered from 2025 onwards, and hydrogen cars as well. Do we know already today if there are any kind of alternative powertrains available? I will be honest, I don't know that. Currently, I would say I don't see any kind of other alternative, but we don't know it, and we don't want to limit ourselves. But we can, or I can be very clear and precise on that. Starting 1st of January 2025, no one at SAP can order anymore a diesel car, a petrol car, or a plug-in hybrid car from that day on. So from that day on, only hydrogen or battery electric vehicles will be allowed. And I personally think that's really a strong commitment. So that sounds easy, yeah? It's now we have this objective. Let's just go for the electrification of the fleet. Is it that easy? No, I don't think so. And why are we doing that? And a little bit now I repeat myself. Yeah, it's of course because of sustainability. It's because of the innovation piece. Yeah, we would like to be an innovative company. Let's not forget the TCO aspect, and costs for a fleet manager, and I'm a fleet manager, are always a very sensitive and important topic because this is one of the objectives every one of us is measured against. But we really see, and we can as well explain the storyline and the business case overall. There's a storyline and there is a business case for the TCO. Will this fit in? Will we make some extra money? Do we have a strong business case? There are a lot of uncertainties in that area. So we don't know that. But what we can see is when we compare a battery electric vehicle, the TCO of a battery electric vehicle to a combustion engine today, the TCOs are lower. And therefore, I need to say, okay, that should be the right decision. Do we have a roadmap? Yes, we have a roadmap. But it's a journey. And we need to live this journey because it's not only Germany and it's not only some other country. There are a lot of countries. We are operating fleets in more than 40 countries. So what we need to do, and this is important because you cannot compare one country to another country. As well, the reasons and the requirements per country are different. So what we would like to do is really identify the as-is per country. Where do we stand? Identify the requirements. What is the charging infrastructure currently in those countries? How is public charging done? Are there any opportunities there? Is there a government that supports the public charging infrastructure? So let's see how this will work out for 40 countries. It's really a long journey, but I'm pretty optimistic. And what we can see here and really the comments and feedback that I have received from several areas, they are really promising because it really looks good. It's a challenge, as well. And we are talking about countries like India or countries in Southern America, where I really personally see this is a really big challenge, but we should go there. We should go and give it a try and not say, hey, that's not possible, because it will be possible. So after we have done the identification of the as-is per country, we will work out a plan, and a plan per country, because as I said, you cannot compare country by country. You need to do it per country approach. And then that sounds easy again. Let's just close the gap. Let's work against this plan. If we see something that's happening or preventing us from this goal, we need to react and we need to see what can be done in a country. But let's give it a try. Let's test it. Let's go for it. And we have these objectives. And currently, I don't see a need why we should say today, hey, look here, there are certain exceptions because this country, that's not doable, or this country, it's not doable. Let's do it. And then, of course, this is always a mistake we are making, especially in the fleet management area. We have a clear objective. We have now the roadmap. Hey, at the end, if we have been successful, let's celebrate together. And I'm looking forward with you to celebrate in 2025. So with said that, hopefully I could give you some of the insights what we are doing here at SAP, our commitment, our roadmap. And I'm really looking forward hearing and listening to all of the other speakers, and of course receiving some of the feedback from you.